take vacations.
Hello.
And we like to go to different islands and visit them for a long period of time and enjoy
A long
ourselves.
periodical time. What's that one meme? A long periodical time.
Long periodical time.
I'm out the loop
Yeah.
on that. I gotta get back on. I clearly ain't on social media enough.
I need to start island hopping more.
Clearly.
On
I
some
mean,
long
honestly,
periodical
then
time.
what happens? And then what happens, right? So we went on vacation to Turks and Caicos, right? We went there like, oh, we're gonna chill. Then what did we do? We freaking turned it out, right? Football camp, basketball camps, like all type of bringing professional athletes down there. And so, for me, I'm a family guy, like, and we hang. I chase my little girl around, you know what I mean? And we go on daddy, daughter, breakfasts. She's only one, by the way.
Cute.
Me and the wife, we spend quality time. I mean, we talk. That's what I do. I stick with the fam, and then send crazy memes to James. And that's pretty much it. It's a great life when you're off, because you get to dream big and dream big visions to help the kids who need it the most, right?
Love that,
Love it.
man. Love
That's
that.
it.
Mm-hmm.
So listen, folks, as we pivot as we recap to the end of the show, we got to show some love to this portion of the show, which is sponsored by Session Boutique. Fashion is an expression. Beauty is art. Define who you are and simply be is our vision at Session Boutique. We believe our customers deserve the best experience. Therefore, we are committed to delivering the top of the line, top quality of clothing for you to choose from. Do you have a special event coming up? Are you planning a birthday party and need that perfect diva dress? At Session Boutique, we offer wardrobe styling, fashion makeovers, and so much more. Go online today to book your free consultation at www.shopsessionboutique.com. That's www.shopsessionboutique.com. Shout out to Session, making us look fresh out here.
Yeah,
in these
she
Houston
just
streets.
celebrated a 1-year anniversary. So,
That's
yeah.
man, hand clap for that.
Hey.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Man. Yes,
We like
indeed.
that.
Hey, go online, man. Get that wife you were just talking about, something dope.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Sounds super dope.
And that
Yeah.
little dog
Session.
behind you too. There's a little something for the little dog. Let's fast forward and talk a little bit about the future, right? Because I obviously we can get so caught up in our day-to-day processes, we can get caught up in trying to recharge our batteries that we're not forecasting, that we're not thinking about what does this business look like, what does this empire look like, what's our legacy plan look
I
like,
like
what's
the
our
words
give
you're
back
using.
strategies. I'm sorry.
I love the words you're using.
Oh, yeah. And all those things are core components of a great business. So talk a little bit about where you all see Lawrence International in the year 2025, 2030, 2040. What does that look like?
All right, cool. So let's start this year and let's launch into the outer space. Okay, so let's talk this year. This year, in the future, right? We have our Do the Impossible tour going on across the world. And so in the future this year, we're going to be in Turks and Caicos this summer. We're going to do an all-star celebrity basketball camp for the youth there. We've partnered with Salvation Army. They're going to send us to Qatar. Boom. And we're going to take over the entire globe so that every child will know their worth. Now, how do we continue to do so? We continue to do so with our partners and our donors, right? So basically how it works is this stuff isn't free. And the vision is to get as many people who care on board as possible. We have big sponsors, we have big donors. We need people like you listening who care and who can, partner with us. So, and you will be a teammate. We call them teammates. Team Lawrence, we have teammates. We need more teammates. So in the future, you said what it looks like. So this is the first year. In 10 years, all of a sudden, we have people who have been supporting Lawrence International for a decade. They can really not like other nonprofits, but you can really give to a specific project and you can become a teammate and you can be personally responsible for the outcome of a child's life when it comes to their education, their mental headway, their emotional headway, their athletic development, and their leadership development. And so what it is it's a big team. And we need to make sure that we can keep this big team sustainable and grow it over the entire globe. And I think it's possible if Amazon and Google can have a presence in everywhere, right? And so can Team Lawrence. And we're well on our way, and the kids are going to be the beneficiaries of that. They're going to be filled to the utmost, levels. And we will, just continue that vein until, it's overwhelming.
Love that. I mean, you got to. And if the goal is to be international, obviously, and the goal is to stay global and that presence be filled and found and felt by kids of all areas, it takes it takes the core, the Team Lawrence, as you mentioned, to continue to push in. What does that donorship or sponsorship setting look like, or what is it? How is that transitioning as you continue to grow more global? Will you take athletes from other countries, from other continents? Will they become part of Team Lawrence? Like, what does that look like?
So it's already happening. But it's gonna grow. Dominique Wright, Angela Wright, they're in Qatar right now. Professional basketball players. He's a professional basketball player. She could be, because she's pretty dope. Actually, let's not get that twisted. They're right
guard at Kentucky. So
let's not sell her short. Yes. So cultural. Ooh, harp on that to death. Even within the United States, but even global, we'll talk about culture. East Baltimore is very different than East Houston, right? Very different. I mean, so you have to make sure that you can talk to the kids. Like, we have to do our research, market research. Okay, who are we going to bring to talk to the kids from East Baltimore? When we come to Houston, because we will be down there, who are we going to talk to?
Who's going to be able to reach
Who are we going
to
talk to? How? What do they listen to? What actors are from there? Who's doing big things in Houston? When we go to San Antonio, when we were in Turks and Caicos, who are we going to send down there? Right? When we go to Qatar, who can speak to them?
Smart.
When we go to London and England, you see, it's not about us.
Right.
It's about them. So if you bring the best thing that Houston has to offer to a little town in Berlin, in Germany, they're gonna be like, "Who is this?" But you bring a local celeb to Germany, a local soccer star who came up the ranks and made it. Right. Anybody who made it, then all of a sudden you reach them. Now they understand a little bit more. They believe a little bit more.
Right.
Boom. You commanded their attention.
Right.
And so that's how it looks like. It's a global family. That donor support allows us to go reach them in their communities to directly affect them, because pro athletes, CEOs, CFOs, they're not cheap, honestly. And
for sponsorship, so what it looks like is if you would like us to come to your school, a school of your choice, the best thing for you to do is sponsor us to come there. So a typical donation is about $2,000 for us to bring our entire team out there, pay for us to all the equipment, all the per diem for us to get there. You also are going to make a contribution for us to hold that all-star camp in Turks and Caicos, in Jamaica, in Bermuda, in places that wouldn't otherwise get it ever. So we try to build those costs in diligently. We have spots and dates that we literally have available. Mm-hmm. All you have to do is tell us when and where to come, and we'll get there. We bring our team. We have our house photographer, house videographer, house DJ. We have our house VIP. I'm executive director, so I'm going to handle all the logistics. We have our marketing team. Our social media strategies are up. So it's literally a one-stop shop. We try to keep it simple and make sure that when you talk to us, we present exactly what we have to offer. You make a simple decision, we book it, we come, and we get it done. It's about streamlining it because we just want to get to the kids. That is
because when I was in the NFL, guess who was hitting me up for money? Oh, everyone, and a lot of nonprofits. And I'm like, and why would you give your money? And I'm sitting here, everybody's come and get a letter a day, 4 letters a day, 4 letters a week, sorry. And it's like, how do you distinguish? Well, you say, okay, if I give my money, where's it gonna go? Well, I'm like, well, I work hard for my money. You should know directly where it's going directly. You should know exactly what's going on within the foundation. And so I said, when we make ours, they're gonna know, because I know how it felt like to be asked for money, and I really want to make an impact.
Right.
And so we came up with this, and people are freaking falling in love with it, and that's the goal. Because if you fall in love with that process, picture that you want to give $5, you want to give $10, you want to give $1,000, and you see that $1,000 go to work. What? Like, not just, oh, I'm gonna give. No, you see it go to work. Like,
it's literally,
it's boom.
It's in your hands. It's literally
boom.
Boom. Listen. We want this to come to I don't know, Houston. Boom. We get money to come to Houston. We get the $2,000. We're in Houston. You see it on social media. We shout you out. You're the reason, not me. I'm one guy. You're the reason. Team Lawrence is the reason. When you donate, you're a part of Team Lawrence, and you're now the reason that we came there. Like, let's not get anything twisted. So if we mess around and bring Harden out there, if we get in contact with James Harden, all of a sudden, if he drops by a middle school or a high school, that's your dollars. I use my platform for a purpose. So if I can reach out to him, that's one thing. I can get to him. But your dollars made him come to the school. And so it's just as much you as it is me. That's why we're a team.
Boom. I'm going to do it for him.
Hello.
So I love that. I love everything that y'all are about, man. It is truly phenomenal. And there is, however, one last question that I got. KG,
wrap it
you
up.
think it's about that, right?
Let's wrap it up.
So one last question that I want to drop for you guys. So let's say we rewind the tape back. We're taking this back into time, and all these partnerships that you've made with all these different athletes around the world, here in the States. We take those things off the table. Every school superintendent, principal meeting that you've had, people that you sat in front of, that you had conversations with, that you've drawn up contractual obligations with, every deposit that you've received, every money order, every wire transfer, PayPal, every dollar that has come through Lawrence International is pulled back by the wayside. We take you all the way back to the beginning, the infancy of the creation, when people were telling y'all that you shouldn't do business with family. But y'all said, you know what? Y'all family ain't like our family. Right. What if we left you all with all that knowledge and we slid you a little seed money? What would you add to Lawrence International this time around that you didn't get an opportunity to add the first time?
It's a great question.
I like that question.
So I would say, what would you think? So if we could do it all over again, and rethink that, I would think it would have to be something on the lines of,
global facility?
Yeah, I mean, we would have to. Yeah, I mean, something along those lines. You mean like if we didn't have any money and this is the first seed money we received?
However, whatever y'all currently did, same situation. We just added to that plate with seed money.
Okay, yeah, facility.
And what would that look like?
Yeah, where would it be?
Oh, facilities are everything. So facilities are needed. In areas
you said where would it be?
You said where?
Yeah, I'm just curious. Where would you put your flagship?
That's a great question. It would have to be either, Baltimore, or I'd say, Turks and Caicos.
Turks and Caicos.
That's what I would say. Under Armour has a real big presence in Baltimore, and so really an island that we really fell in love with, Turks and Caicos. I would probably plan it in Turks and Caicos. It's I personally honeymooned there, and it was a great spot. The kids were great. They received us well, and we go back every year.
It was a category, the Category 5 hurricane was there, and it wiped out literally all of their facilities.
Schools like were
So-
out of here. Like, can you imagine your school is not damaged, it's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah, we experienced it a couple of years ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
We totally understand. We
I'm
get it.
sorry, man.
Yeah.
I understand. So yeah, there's just a big need for facilities. There's no AC. It's 95 degrees. The sun is beaming on them all day. There's no real opportunity for relief, and for us to build that facility right smack dab next to where they have their shanty houses and literally offer them a source of relief, even if it's just one day where a kid doesn't have to worry about a meal, doesn't worry about what he's going to have to do, doesn't have to worry about babysitting, doesn't have to worry about where his parents are.
That's
Nice.
it.
Just one day. If we could just do one day for that, for every kid on the island, and mission
That's
complete.
nice, James. That's good.
Underserved. You know, everybody, some people have AC, right? Just like here. Some people have everything, but we're here to serve the underserved. So, you know, we put that facility there, and let's make it happen.
Make it happen, Captain.
Boom.
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 it's-
Hashtag.
But it's because of what y'all want to do. It's because of that y'all are serving an underserved community. It's because you have built this thing from the ground up, and y'all continuing to press the envelope and create legacy opportunities and sow seeds into the community and the culture beyond, that we would like to officially coin you Startup Masters.
Hey.
So let everybody who's tuned in right now, everybody from the sound of our voice, let them know where they can reach you all, contact you all, or sign up to become a donator and become a part of Team Lawrence.
Absolutely. So first off, our website is www.lawrenceintl.org. So the abbreviation for international, lawrenceintl.org. Catch us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Lawrence, same thing, LAWRENCEINTL. You could also contact our publicist, PR Jade. We thank you, Jasmine, who handles all our publicists. And you could talk to our social media digital marketing coordinator, Ms. Tyler Hairston, who will set up all social media inquiries in the future.
Love it. Love it. Well, once again, gentlemen, thank you all so much for what you all do for the culture. And when you all get to Houston, please let us know so we can collaborate and
Absolutely.
bring
sure.
out some cameras and whatnot, man. We want to turn that thing out.
Absolutely.
Good deal. KG, where can the good people reach you at, my dear?
Good people, you can reach me at kogpassion.com. There you can find me on Twitter, as well as YouTube, LinkedIn, IG, and the book. What about you, G?
And of course, anywhere online, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat at G Hawkins. That's G Hawkins with a Z. If you got any questions about what we do here on the show, or you know a great entrepreneur or duo that you'd love to send our way, shoot us an email, startupmasters@thesphere.tv, or hit us across any social media platform at The Sphere TV. Use our coveted hashtag StartupMasters, and we will be with you shortly. This has been another great episode.
Another one.
We'll see y'all next time.
Boom.
Take care,
Boom.
folks.
Boom.
We appreciate y'all.
Riveting content, empowering your life. Welcome to The Sphere. This episode is sponsored by
Sphere Exclusives. Looking for exclusive content from your favorite podcasts here at The Sphere? Head over to sphere.tv/Patreon and sign up today. True Digital Media Consulting. You're online right now and so are your customers, but marketing has to be a consistent journey. True Digital Media Consulting can help with your online ads, organic growth, and so much more. Contact us today at 832-934-4436 or visit our website at truedigitalmediaconsulting.com.
KOG & Company. Are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Do you desire to belong to a community of unity? Visit KOGpassion.com to learn more about the Unleash Your Dopeness movement.
What's up, people? Welcome back to Technocrats, where we talk about the ins and outs of technology to empower the digital you. I'm your host, Gary Lee, also known as G Hawkins. Of course, you can find me anywhere online, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, at G Hawkins. That's G Hawkins with a Z, and I'm sitting with the illustrious, the tangible, the one and only Ari McKinney. What up, Ari?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing fine. How are you, my dear?
Doing great.
Good to see you in studio.
I know, it's been forever.
It has. I'm loving your glasses. They're just popping
Thank
today.
you.
Popping off these white LEDs, white and amber LEDs.
Appreciate it.
What's good?
You know, everything.
How's life?
Life
How's life in your tech lane?
life in the tech lane is good. You know, I'm starting to look for some smart stuff for the house.
Oh.
Shopping.
Oh,
You know,
that's what's up.
it's always fun.
Yeah, and for those that are tuned in, if y'all want to find out about some great smart gadgets, we did an exclusive episode right for our Patreon family. So make sure y'all hop on our Patreon side of things. Shout out to Monique. She's already in the building on Patreon, or on a Discord server, rather. But definitely hop over there if you're looking for some smart home tips, tricks, and ideas. But we've got an action-packed show for you
We sure
today. We got a lot of stuff hopping off. We're going to talk Tesla's competitor. We're going to talk about cannabis and technology. We're talking about these new folding phones that are coming down the pipe. We may even get to some Fortnite conversation. But let's kick things off with our digital trends. What up, what up? So this week's digital trend starts off with a Volvo standalone company by the name of Polestar. They've got a rival to the illustrious, the fast and cute little scurrying little electric vehicle known as the Tesla Model 3. Ari, walk us into this situation.
Yes, so Volvo has a standalone electric performance brand that they have branded Polestar, and it is set to rival the performance version of the Model 3 because there is a non-performance version, but we're gonna, for the sake of this article, be referring strictly to the performance version of the Model 3. So let's talk about some of the similarities and the differences. So the Polestar is a 5-door fastback. It's got 2 electric motors, 78 kilowatts an hour battery, and a range of 275 miles with 408 horsepower. And it'll go from 0 to 62 in less than 5 seconds.
Sounds better than most people's cars already.
For sure, for sure. And it'll cost you about $68K, which is about 10 grand less than the Tesla Model 3. Whereas the Model 3, you know, it's got 450 horsepower, a bit longer range of 301 miles, dual motors also, and that one goes from 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds. So very similar, but you know, a bit cheaper. Like the Tesla, well, this one's going to be no dealership, so it's they have what they're calling Polestar Spaces, which is essentially, you know, you can order it online. They are going to go with a subscription-based model for the car, and they are going to have these spaces where you can go and test drive them. They're going to be in 60 different locations all over the world. Couple, like one in Oslo, one in Shanghai, one in LA, and there's going to be some other United States-based locations as well.
So a couple of things that really excite me. First and foremost, we're talking about a vehicle that is electric, right? So for those that are out there, and actually I want to poll Facebook while we've got them up right now. Facebook audience, for those that are tuned in, Mo, we see you up there. Are you ready to roll over to an electric vehicle? Yes, yep, or pepper, or no, not so much. Let us know on Facebook if y'all feel like y'all are ready to hop on the electric vehicle bandwagon as we're discussing this. But specifically speaking, I'm excited, one, for the competition, right? So you've got a competitor vehicle, which means eventually prices will continue to drop.
Right.
Two, it's got great range. You know, once you get over 200 miles to the charge, it doesn't even matter.
Right.
You're good, right?
Yeah.
You're not thinking about range anxiety and things like that.
Right.
3, you mentioned subscription-based model.
Yes.
So that's something different.
Very interesting.
And we've kind of played around with that. We've talked a little bit here for those that are
Mm-hmm.
tuned in. You're listening to this right now in your car on Spotify or SoundCloud. We've had conversations about companies moving to subscription-based models. How do you feel about this company saying, you know what, we're not going to sell the vehicle, but subscription-wise?
I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to wrap my head around a little bit because we've been on this. You buy a car, you lease a car, and eventually, unless you're leasing it and you want to do that whole trade it in after a while and get something newer, we generally buy cars. So this is totally new.
Mm-hmm.
I think though I think it provides a better entry point for people being, able to actually try an electric vehicle
Sure.
and kind of get into that space. I personally am, I'll be car shopping soon. I definitely am looking towards a complete, electric vehicle for numerous reasons. But I think it's an interesting business model. What do you think?
Well, so I am first and foremost, it excites me because it gives you, once again, options.
Right.
I'm all about options when it comes to life. Once again, too, it's an electric vehicle, and Def Jeff has chimed in and said, yes, he's ready to rock and roll and making that transition over from gasoline to electric. So we've got the poll still up. So make sure y'all tap on Yepper Pepper, or not so much if y'all are ready to move over to an electric vehicle. But what really excites me about the subscription model is the idea that